Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, Henry Kiplagat Rotich, has served in that capacity since the onset of the Jubilee administration. His 25-year career in finance now stands threatened with the corruption charges leveled against him over the Arror and Kimwarer dam scandals that are said to have cost the country some 19 billion shillings. And TV's Brenda Wanga looks back at the highlights of Rotich's time at Treasury.
Before taking that oath of office as the first cabinet secretary for the newly created Ministry of National Treasury, Henry Rotich had served in the then Ministry of Finance as the head of macroeconomics for 6 years. His new posting required that he manages the country's national government finances, including overseeing the setup of an efficient and sustainable public financial management under the devolution system of government. But it wasn't long before the cabinet secretary ran into headwinds in the management of the country's funds.
Proposed to increase the rate of...
He had hardly served for a full year when he was put on the defense regarding claims of loss of parts of the proceeds of the 250 billion shillings Eurobond.
Funding this and...
During his tenure, he has also presided over a borrowing spree that has seen the country's public debt hit unprecedented levels of 5.27 trillion shillings from 1.8 trillion shillings in just 7 years. But it is the Arror and Kimwarer dam scandal that is proving to be his Waterloo. The dam's saga is believed to have cost the country a possible loss of 21 billion shillings. Trouble started early in the year, and the CS had to spend close to 2 days at the Directorate of the Criminal Investigations answering questions into the awarding of the tenders for the construction of the dams. Today, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution brought to an end speculation on the fate of the Cabinet Secretary and other senior officials in the ministry and the parastatals involved.
I have today directed the DCI to effect the arrest and immediate arraignment before court of the accused persons named below hearing. 1. Henry Kiplagat Rotich, Cabinet Secretary, National Treasury.
The directive from the DPP's office now means that the CS will have no option but to comply with an earlier order from the President. The CS is expected to be arrested and charged for a number of offences, including conspiracy to defraud the government. Brenda Wanga, NTV.